The precise origins of cricket remain shrouded in the mists of time. Most historians believe the game originated in England, possibly as early as the 13th century. It is thought to have begun as a simple pastime for children played in rural communities. Early forms of cricket may have involved hitting a stone or ball with a stick. The game evolved over time, gradually spreading to different parts of England. As cricket developed, it began to attract adult players. Villages competed against each other in informal matches. These early contests were often lively affairs, imbued with local pride and rivalry. The game's popularity continued to grow, particularly in the southeastern counties of England. Cricket's simple equipment and adaptable rules made it accessible to people from all walks of life. The 17th century witnessed significant developments in cricket's evolution. The game gained recognition from the English aristocracy. Noble patrons began to sponsor teams and organize matches. Cricket became a fashionable pastime, played on grand estates and at prestigious schools. The first written rules of cricket were codified in 1744. This marked a turning point, providing a standardized framework for the game. The 18th century saw the rise of professional cricketers. Talented players emerged, captivating audiences with their skill and athleticism. Cricket clubs were established, fostering a sense of community and competition. The game's popularity spread beyond England's borders, reaching colonial outposts in the Americas and the Caribbean. Cricket was becoming more than just a game. It was evolving into a cultural phenomenon. Throughout its history, cricket has been shaped by pivotal moments that have left an indelible mark on the sport. These moments have not only defined the game, but have also inspired generations of players and fans alike, and the contributions of remarkable individuals who have pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible on the cricket field. These figures have become legends, their names etched in the annals of cricket history. One such figure was William Gilbert Grace, widely regarded as the father of modern cricket. Grace was not just a cricketer, he was a phenomenon. His influence on the game was profound and far-reaching. Grace's dominance as a batsman, bowler and captain during the late 19th century revolutionized the game. He was known for his exceptional skill, innovative techniques and strategic acumen. His ability to read the game and adapt his style accordingly set him apart from his contemporaries. His skill and charisma captivated the public, elevating cricket to new heights of popularity. Grace's larger-than-life persona and his on-field exploits made him a household name, drawing crowds in droves to watch him play. His impact on the sport was such that he is often credited with transforming cricket from a pastime into a professional sport. Another defining moment in cricket history was the establishment of the Ashes series between England and Australia in 1882. This series was born out of a fierce rivalry and a desire for supremacy between the two nations. Born from a mock obituary in an English newspaper lamenting the death of English cricket after Australia's victory over England, the Ashes quickly became one of the fiercest rivalries in all of sports. The obituary humorously stated that English cricket had died and the body will be cremated and the ashes taken to Australia, giving birth to the term the Ashes. The intense competition and national pride associated with the Ashes captured the imagination of fans worldwide, solidifying cricket's place as a global sport. The series has produced some of the most memorable moments in cricket history, with each match adding to the rich tapestry of the sport. The Ashes continues to be a symbol of excellence and rivalry, drawing in new generations of fans and players who are eager to be a part of this storied tradition. The evolution of cricket's rules is a fascinating journey from its simple beginnings. Cricket, as we know it today, has undergone a remarkable transformation over the centuries. It started as a rudimentary pastime played in the fields of England, with very few formal rules and a lot of local variations, to the complex structure we see today. In its early days, cricket was played with varying rules and customs, often dictated by local traditions. Each village or town might have its own version of the game, with different ways of scoring, different types of equipment, and even different numbers of players on each team. But as the sport grew more organized, the need for standardized rules became clear. The codification of the rules in 1744 marked a crucial step in this process. This was the first time that a formal set of rules was written down, providing a common framework for how the game should be played. The codification of the rules in 1744 marked a crucial step in this process. This document, known as the Laws of Cricket, laid the foundation for the modern game. It included rules about the size of the pitch, the equipment used, and the way runs were scored. Over time, these rules have been refined and amended to enhance fairness, balance, and excitement. Innovations like the six-seam over, the leg before wicket rule, and the introduction of limited overs cricket have all played a part in the game's evolution. These changes have ensured that cricket remains relevant and engaging for players and spectators alike. The six-seam over, for example, was introduced to make the game more challenging for bowlers and more exciting for batsmen. The leg before wicket rule was brought in to prevent batsmen from using their legs to block the ball and avoid being out, and the introduction of limited overs cricket added a new dimension to the game, making it faster paced and more appealing to a wider audience. Innovations like the six-seam over, the leg before wicket rule, and the introduction of limited overs cricket have all played a part in the game's evolution. These changes have ensured that cricket remains relevant and engaging for players and spectators alike. Today, the International Cricket Council governs the sport, ensuring consistency and fairness across the globe. The leg before wicket rule, for instance, was introduced to prevent batsmen from using their legs to block the ball and avoid being out. This rule added a new layer of strategy to the game, making it more challenging for batsmen and more exciting for bowlers. The introduction of limited overs cricket added a new dimension to the game, making it faster paced and more appealing to a wider audience. This format of the game has become incredibly popular, with tournaments like the World Cup and the Indian Premier League drawing huge crowds and television audiences. These changes have ensured that cricket remains relevant and engaging for players and spectators alike. Today, the International Cricket Council governs the sport, ensuring consistency and fairness across the globe. The ICC is responsible for maintaining the rules of the game, organising international competitions, and promoting the sport around the world. The International Cricket Council governs the sport, ensuring consistency and fairness across the globe. The ICC is responsible for maintaining the rules of the game, organising international competitions, and promoting the sport around the world. Through its efforts, cricket has grown from a simple pastime to a global phenomenon, enjoyed by millions of people in countries all over the world, ensuring consistency and fairness across the globe. The ICC is responsible for maintaining the rules of the game, organising international competitions, and promoting the sport around the world. Through its efforts, cricket has grown from a simple pastime to a global phenomenon, enjoyed by millions of people in countries all over the world. Cricket's history is filled with memorable matches that have captivated audiences and left a lasting impact on the sport. These matches are not just games, they are moments that have defined eras, shaped careers, and brought nations together. From nail-biting finishes to unexpected upsets, cricket has given us countless stories that continue to be told and retold generation after generation. One such encounter was the timeless 1948 Ashes Test at Headingley. This match is etched in the annals of cricket history for its sheer drama and the extraordinary performances that it witnessed. The Ashes series has always been a fiercely contested battle between England and Australia, but the 1948 Test at Headingley stands out for its unique narrative. Australia, needing to score just 404 runs to win, were bowled out for 111, a score that shocked everyone. The pitch was challenging and the English bowlers were relentless. The Australian batting lineup, which was considered one of the strongest at the time, crumbled under pressure, with England's off-spinner Jim Laker taking an astonishing 19 wickets in the match. Laker's performance was nothing short of magical. His ability to extract turn and bounce from the pitch left the Australian batsmen clueless. It was a masterclass in spin bowling that has rarely been seen since. This victory is still hailed as one of the greatest comebacks in Test cricket history. The crowd at Headingley erupted in joy, and the celebrations continued long into the night. It was a moment that encapsulated the spirit of cricket, the unpredictability, the drama, and the sheer joy of victory against the odds. Another iconic match was the 1983 World Cup final, a game that changed the course of cricket history. The West Indies team, with their formidable lineup, were the favourites to win. They had dominated world cricket for years, and few gave India a chance. Where India, considered underdogs, upset the mighty West Indies to claim their maiden World Cup title, the Indian team, led by Kapil Dev, played with grit and determination. Their victory was a testament to the power of belief and teamwork. It was a classic David versus Goliath story that resonated with millions. This victory not only transformed Indian cricket but also had a profound impact on the sport's global landscape. It marked the beginning of a new era for Indian cricket, inspiring countless young players to take up the sport. The image of Kapil Dev lifting the World Cup remains one of the most iconic moments in cricket history, but also had a profound impact on the sport's global landscape. The 1983 World Cup win showed that cricket was no longer dominated by a few traditional powerhouses. It opened the doors for other nations to dream big and compete at the highest level. The sport began to spread to new regions, gaining popularity and creating new fan bases. It showed that cricket was no longer the preserve of traditional powerhouses. Teams from non-traditional cricketing nations began to emerge, challenging the established order. The global cricketing landscape became more diverse and competitive, enriching the sport in countless ways, and inspired a new generation of players and fans in the Indian subcontinent. Youngsters who watched the 1983 World Cup win were inspired to pick up a bat or ball, dreaming of emulating their heroes. This new generation of cricketers would go on to achieve great things, further cementing India's place in the cricketing world.